Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for stopping by. On the menu today we have beans and corn recipe. Whenever it's corn season in Nigeria, I have to make this meal. It is also known as Adalu. And without talking too much, let's start cooking. For this, I like to use the honey beans. You can also use the regular beans. I don't know what it's called. So I'm just adding in some water into my beans and I'm going to wash it. After properly washing the beans, I'm just going to go ahead to add the washed beans into this pot. Then I'll go ahead to add some water. I'll be adding in enough water because you know the beans takes long to cook. So I would add water that goes a little above the level of the beans. Next I'm adding some onions for flavor and I'm just going to cover and leave to cook. So next I'm going to peel my corn. I usually do not like this process, but I had to buy the corn like this so I can show you guys how the corn looks in its natural state in case you want to buy it before I peel it. I usually have the market people peel it for me. However, this is the corn. I'm just going to peel off the husk of the corn. After taking out the husk and the silks, the next thing we are going to do is to take the seeds off from the cob of the corn. And as you can see, I'm using my hand. You can either use your hand or you can use a knife to scrape off the seeds from the cob. Personally, I prefer to use the hand method because then the seeds come out looking more neat. I'm going to show you what the seeds that I got from the from using the knife. You can see it's neat but not very neat, and then compare that to the seeds I got out when I used my hand. Can you see how neat this is? So that's why I prefer to use the hand method. The next thing I will do is to wash my corn. I'm going to be washing this corn and then I'll add it to the beans that's already cooking. The beans has been cooking for about 30 minutes. So now I'm going to add the corn. Next, I'll just go ahead to mix the corn and the beans together. Corn takes a while to cook and so does beans, but beans cooks a little bit longer than corn. That's why I added the beans first and next I'm adding the corn. So I just added a bit of salt and then I'm going to mix together. I'll also add a little bit of more water just so that it doesn't get dried up and doesn't get too dry. So I'm going to cover and I'll leave this to cook till soft. While the beans is cooking, I'll be preparing my pepper base, and for this I'm using onions, tatashe, shombo, rodo, no tomatoes. I'm just going to add them into this mini chopper and I'm going to coarsely blend it. In a different pot, I just heated up some palm oil and then I'll be adding in sliced onions. Next, I'll be frying the onions for about 3 minutes, not so long, just enough time for it to release some of its flavor into the palm oil, and then I'll add in the coarsely blended pepper. After adding the pepper, I'm just going to allow this to fry for about 5 minutes. Now after 5 minutes, I'll be adding in some seasoning powder, some salt, and I'm just going to go ahead to stir this together. Next, I'll be adding in some blended crayfish. I'll be adding in enough blended crayfish, not some, and then I'm just going to go ahead to mix this together. I'll leave this to fry for about 8 to 10 minutes on medium to low heat, and then I'll add in my bonga fish. At this point, you can add in whatever it is you want to add, your beef, your smoked fish, whatever it is you want to add to your beans. You can add it to the base and then stir together. I'll leave this to steam for about an extra 4 minutes, and then my pepper base is done. So I'm just going to go ahead and check on my beans and corn. Now the beans and corn is already soft. I'll be adding in the pepper base, and then I'm just going to stir together. After properly mixing the pepper base and the beans together, leave this to steam for about another 4 minutes, and then your adalu is ready. Very simple and straightforward. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and you'll be trying out this recipe. If you're yet to subscribe, please hit the subscribe button. It's really going to help my channel. And don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment in the comment section, share this video to your friends, your enemies, and everyone. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.